There are big things on the horizon for West Virginia International Yeager Airport, which ultimately means great things for the state of West Virginia. CRW has applied for a piece of the $5 billion available through the historic bipartisan infrastructure law, which is intended to address aging infrastructure at airports across the country. Our airport is over 70 years old, and these funds are vital to help us grow into the next 30 years.
It's really a modern, nice facility, something like you would see at a little bit larger airport. But this building is not designed for 1 million passengers a year. It's designed based on our forecast, so a little over 300,000 passengers.
A few potential improvements include a more consolidated terminal, 2 baggage carousels, gates on one level, and the capability to accommodate larger aircraft at each jet bridge. The economic impact of the proposed terminal project is massive. It's predicted 856 permanent full-time jobs will be created, with an economic output of $424 million from construction alone. Every piece of the design was carefully thought out with passenger experience in mind.
The reasons that we're really exploring and trying to get these federal funds to develop a new terminal is because there's a lot of technology and facility requirements that airlines have and would like to see in order to start service.
Even with an upgraded terminal, there are still challenges outside of CRW's control when adding air service. For example, there are fewer people flying, and COVID has also played a big part in that, and the nationwide pilot shortage.
Our population plays a huge role in what service we can attract here to West Virginia. One of the biggest things, and I know I sound like a broken record, is to use your local airport. Use CRW when you are planning your travel. Fill up those flights for us, and we will keep telling the airlines that we need more frequency. We don't have control over those ticket prices, and unfortunately we have very little say in the schedule.
Despite the obstacles, CRW leadership is pushing forward for a more prosperous future, including efforts to bring back flights, which is easier said than done.
So I want our focus to be on expanding and increasing air service, but recognizing that the reality is there's a pilot shortage in the near term, and it's really a challenge with our population. We have a small population. To get a new flight to New York City, which we're going to try to do, it's really hard to have a sustainable daily flight when you don't have a 50-seat regional jet. You have to go on a 65-seat regional jet, and the airlines expect the planes to be full. So, you have to have almost 65 people flying from here to New York City every single day, each way.
CRW continues to fight the pilot shortage with our partnership with Bill No's Flight School. And we're also creating new partnerships and coming up with a plan to increase options at the airport.
It's a constant struggle, so we're working with new partners now with the Charleston Area Alliance with this Air Service Working Group. I'm excited about that, to do a comprehensive study of our air service, our airfares, and then to come up with goals and then a plan to achieve those goals through potential to have revenue guarantees and new marketing monies, things like that.
But until then, we have to fill the seats we already have to add more.